Good morning, YouTube. This is Robert Firestone in Flyover State, West Virginia, and proud to be one of the deplorables. This video is pretty much for everybody, but it's more directed at our president, Donald John Trump. Mr. Trump, I've seen you my whole life, 50-some years old. Shows, TV, your name, and I am glad and very happy for me that you are our president, and been sitting back thinking and wondering what maybe if I could do to help in any manner. Okay. Optics is necessary. Optics is something that's very important. Understand that. To let you know, if I'm not mistaken, whether this makes a difference to you or not. And I'm only using it because this is the familiarity between us two. We're both, as far as I know, Geminis, born under the Gemini sign in June. It won't be too much longer. I'll be having a birthday the 8th of June. And said I'm in my mid-50s. I'm hoping this video gets out to you. When we're talking about optics. And demographics too, when it comes to people. I'm going to try to propose something to you, and I hope you get this. And I hope it sticks deep enough in your psyche, crawl, brain, whatever word is important. Demographics. Okay. I've been sitting around thinking about it, and it hit me like a ton of bricks this morning. And it is 10:46 a.m., 4/16/2019. I'm hoping my audio comes across. I played with that. I got my software back. But anyway, I'm going to throw a list of people out here for you. Facebook we see as a failure. It's falling apart. The only thing holding Twitter together is they keep bouncing around. I believe their AI has done took their system over. That's my opinion. And they're no longer able to control the monster they turn loose on everybody. That's my opinion. I think that's what's going on with Google a lot of times too. Because it's hard for me to believe that, forgive my outlook on things and people, but I have a hard time to believe that people could be this stupid, okay, in something that the Lord gave us all known as common sense, to mess with people that's telling the truth. I'm having a hard time with that one. Okay. Demographics and people. Okay. I get my news from YouTube. I got away from the mainstream media a long time ago. Okay. Understood a long time ago that how is it that talking points was the same on every TV station that I went to watch anything that was relevant of today's topics. I started seeing it a long time ago. Okay. Demographics for people of races, colors, creeds, and this ain't being put out for anybody to have an understanding in retardism that I'm trying to be some kind of racist. I am not. I am hoping this may help a lot of people that has not yet swallowed the red pill. Okay? I see that Cher finally nibbled on a red pill. Look what it done to her. And it didn't kill her, did it? There was this little thing, light bulb clicked off in her head, and common sense come flying back into her. I bet it was like a What's the last thing a fly sees before it hits when it hits the windshield of a car at 80 miles an hour, what's the last thing a fly sees? It's ass. Okay. Forgive my language. Plain spoken. Some of my ways of getting my point across is somewhat colorful to some. Some would find it offensive. I don't have time to be worried about being offensive too much to people. I was told by my cardiologist back about almost 10 years ago, if I could eliminate stress from my world and my body, I'd be a better off person. Okay? That led me to be as much brutally honest as I could be and still try to humble myself as a man. But, okay, let's get on to this. YouTube has a lot of fine individuals. I mean, a lot of fine individuals that has been reporting on the news and getting it correct, not lying about it, not telling the half truth about things, which is a lie too. A half a truth, still a lie. Okay? And when they are held at a standard to where they're lying to people, then they go back in and give a half apology, or again, try to say that, blame somebody else for it. Okay. Mr. Trump, if you can, and I know you have the resources for this, and there's somebody young and eager around you right now, that would be a great opportunity for them to go forth before you start bombarding the airways with MSM, okay, to open up some other channels that may open up a lot more minds, okay. Some people, our good book tells us that they'll be marveling after the one in the bottomless pit when Jesus Christ is standing beside them, touching them. Okay? Some people, I'll not say things, but some people you just can't get through. And I've watched some videos, man, of people going to some of these Bernie rallies. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but these people are poster childs for Prozac and Zoloft. Okay? Somebody ask them a general question and you just see this donut glaze come over their face. And they can't believe that somebody stepped out of their box and asked them a real question. Okay. On to what I'm trying to get to. I guess I'm trying to lead it up to, trying to sell maybe the idea of it. But find a young man, young woman in your cabinet that's savvy with YouTube. And I'm going to give you some people on my regard, okay, that a lot of other people refer to for their news. And find these people legitimately honest, okay, or your mainstream media is not so quite honest. And I know, Mr. Trump, you like Fox. Okay. I understand the Sean Hannity and the Lou Dobbs thing. I do. Okay. And you will need that, of course. But if there's any kind of way to link Fox or whoever's going to be asking the debate questions, don't matter, I guess, whoever gets picked, CNN, ABC, whatever, if they mislead in any way, if you'll have a live feed that's being pumped into these YouTubers' house in these nights and these times that these things are to go on, okay, have a YouTuber sit there analyzing the questions, one, then the facts, two, showing the general public as things are coming off what these people are not telling the truth about, or leading people to the truth so they do know what's going on out here in this world. We live in an upside down world. I understand that. And a lot of people don't want to see the biblical world perception of this. And I do understand that we are fighting against things that we cannot see, other than the outcomes. And you sit here and you wonder how becoming so educated makes people so deliberately stupid. Okay? Higher education used to mean something. Now it seems like more of these people get on the bandwagon with all these diplomas. It ain't helping them. It ain't helped them a bit. Then you got little old, God help her, little old AOC, ex-bartender, sitting in a seat of power, trying to rule and reign over something that she can't even tell you, if the truth be known, what actually goes in a White Russian. That's just my opinion. And like I said, some of my comments is a little blunt. Okay? And opinions are like assholes. All of us got one. Okay? But there is such thing as a truth opinion, and there is such thing as a shaded opinion. Okay? And it works in many different levels in the educational world too. I understand business world, educational world. There's these things that I got into some years back. Some people don't have a clue when I say this. There's a Bible study through a teacher, not a preacher. He never claims himself to be a preacher because he understands the fallacy behind that term. He's a teacher. Shepherd's Chapel, Brother Murray, done a study on the 4 hidden dynasties, and very informative. It was for me, because the spider web of things that come out of just these 4 things, okay? And if it makes you interested, I'm not going to go into what they are. So hopefully it'll make you mind curiosity enough to go see what I'm talking about, okay? I hope to God you do. He also proved that the churches running around out here hollering they're going to be raptured out of here is also a false doctrine. But let's get off that. Okay, I keep going off my talking points because I feel like if I make my case sound good enough that it may pique your interest, President Trump, okay, black people, demographic people, they're still people. I don't care what color they are. Okay, black conservative patriot, very good person. Icons, ex-Marine, patriot, black man. Candace Owens, smart, intelligent, black woman. The amazing Lucas, young black man. Okay, with a little bit of comedian twist. Okay. Some of these people, like I said, it's going to fit into other demographics as I go down through here. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And y'all can adjust them, but I can kind of point out what I'm talking about. It's like the young, amazing Lucas. He'd be another one to go into the young people. He would fit under that. And yeah, okay, he'd be one to fit in 2 different spots. Okay. Older people with education. Okay. And the ones that are going to have a hard time changing their minds about what they've grown up with. I didn't realize how deep that went when it comes to holding on to something that you think's real and not willing to give it up, because there's got to be somebody be able to convince something that's locked down. And that's a real hard thing to do. And I believe this may help do that. Okay. Older people, Greg Hunter, Operation Freedom, Dave Janda. He's a doctor. I know you know what I'm talking about. Lionel Nation. He would be the one to work on the highly educated idiots. He's good at pointing that out. Dave on the X-22 report. be another one. H.A. Goodman. I know you probably know that name too, because if I'm not mistaken, he was somebody of prominent value in some parts of the MSM. Okay. Younger people, Mark Dice. Okay. Tim Cast. He's another one that was in the mainstream media. They either got rid of him, I don't know the whole story, or he had to leave because of the polluted crap. He's seen it for himself. Okay, Destroying the Illusion, Jordan Sather. Another young fella that would be able to help pull the brain dead. I know I sound like I'm beating somebody up, and I'm not. Paul Joseph Watson. Millions of viewers. Red Pill 78. Christian fella. He also fits under another demographic. Achan and Anons. Find 2 or 3 of them guys that would be able to sit behind their computer at these times that these things, debates and other things are going on. Okay. When one of them standing on stage runs their mouth and tries to get around the subject that they shouldn't even be talking about, one of these Achans or one of these people on the YouTube videos would be able to point out the hypocrisy of these people, the lies of these people instantly, not a week down the road, not 24 hours, instantly. Okay. I notice a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, this is me, and I understand that you are in a war along with us. And dumbass HRC was right about that. And a lot of people forgot about that little thing she said. Some people bring it back up. We are in an informational war, and they are losing. They knew that before you even got into office, because there was enough of people like me to have an understanding to go forth and dig out the truth than sitting there and keep listening to multiple lies. Okay? This illusion that we play in, and if I was under that 4 hidden dynasties again. Okay. That would be under the young people. But these, like I said, these people could be moved around and put in probably most of these categories. Okay. The Hollywood dumbed down. Like I said earlier, Cher finally nibbled on that red pill. Light come on. Okay. There was this thing come running back into her head, probably smacked her in the forehead from inside. Called common sense. Okay. Roseanne Barr. Tim Allen. I would assume you understand who Tim Allen is. Okay. George Carlin, which is dead. Use his clips. Mark Dice. Okay. Women. Here we go again. And I love how they've separated us and segregated us, and we're all freaking human beings with only 2 genders. Okay? This blows me away. Amazing Polly. She's out of Canada. She's on YouTube. This woman has, I've sat and watched her put dots together that I think autistic anons would drool over this woman. This is just my opinion. Okay. Candace Owens. She would also fit under the black people category. Okay. Since they want to segregate us, this is the only way that I can actually get my point across, other than the smart and the intelligent understands if I mention a name and they know who this person is, what color and gender they are. Okay? I'm not doing this off a soapbox of democratic hate or liberalism. I don't need it. Okay. Christian crowd. That's also going to fall under the older people, the new converted. Okay? There's a lot of churches out here that is not teaching the word correctly. I know this. That's above and beyond a whole different other subject. And I do believe a lot of people ain't going to like it when they come to find out that some of these preachers that's running around are child molesters, devil worshipers. You know, I had a good teacher a long time ago tell me that the church, any church, that we go to is plumb full of sin, or they wouldn't be the first person sitting in any pew, because that's why they're there. Okay. Skywatch TV. Derek Gilbert. I believe he's a fair and balanced individual, and also would help the demographic of putting it out to the dumbed down Christian people that's been indoctrinated by the sucker in a three-piece suit that sticks his hand out every 35, 40 minutes talking about a plate. Okay. Mark Taylor. You know who I'm talking about, Mr. Trump. And most people should understand who Mark Taylor is. All right. Trey Smith. If y'all have not ever checked out Trey Smith, I think it'd be a good thing for y'all to go check out. This man's very talented. He had some trouble in the beginning, and he changed his ways. His first book that he wrote while he was in jail, he was even converting to prison guards. Okay? That's a story that y'all need to get on and follow. Okay. Christian, women, Hollywood dumbed down, the young people, older people, and black people. Okay. Here again. Black people, Black Conservative Patriot, Candace Owens, the Amazing Lucas, Icons. Okay. Older people, Greg Hunter, Operation Freedom, Dave Janda. Dave on the X-22 report, H.A. Goodman. Lionel Nation would be the ones to red pill the so-called so smart I know everything people. Okay. Young people, Mark Dice, Tim Cast, Destroying the Illusion, Jordan Sather, Paul Joseph Watson, Red Pill 78, A-Chan and Anons, Hollywood, Roseanne Barr, Tim Allen, clips from George Carlin, along with Mark Dice. That's the dumbed down Hollywood crowd. And I'm sure there's some other ones that fit into these categories as well. That might be sitting there looking for opportunity to maybe do such a thing. Okay. Women. Amazing Polly. Candace Owens. Okay. Imagine seeing them two teamed up on a live feed going through the lies. People would be red pilled so hard, so fast in this campaign for your next president appointment, your 2020, Mr. Trump, that it hopefully the mass, like I said, there's some that's never. You'd have to set them on fire and hand them a can of gasoline and tell them that's the way to put yourself out. They would do it. Christian people, Skywatch TV, Derek Gilbert, Mark Taylor, and Trey Smith. Okay. And also, well, you can't get into Brother Murray because Brother Murray's dead. His sons is running his organization, his church. They're good, fine teachers. They are. But I got into listening to Brother Murray years ago, and he was probably one of the only that actually connected this and this together. Okay. And a lot of people don't understand Christianity because these things never get together. Okay. Chuck Messler would be another one. I don't even know if Chuck's even still alive, but he's said some things in some of the things I've watched by him that has happened to me. I'd pray for something, and sometimes within minutes get an answer in the oddest places. Sometimes it'd take a week. Sometimes it'd take a year. Okay? But every time it was always in some just weird, strange places for most people. Okay? I'd get answers, turn on the radio and get an answer. Turn on TV, get an answer. pick up a newspaper and start reading an article and get an answer. I mean, some people don't understand. Well, what's that really mean? Well, for me, that's God talking to me. That's God answering me. Okay? It didn't have to be a loud, audible voice in the background. Robert! No. Remember, he speaks real lightly. He ain't got to yell. But anyway, peace to all y'all. And now it's 11:09 a.m., 4/16/2019. And I'm hoping this gets out to Mr. Trump. And I'm hoping somehow or another this would be, for whatever, however, because you're a master at putting together things. And I love to see you playing these people, watching them fall off a cliff when the illusion is there's a rail there and they keep running off the edge of it. It's kind of, it's humorous and sad at the same time, because some of these people that's considering to be our leaders, okay, are some dangerous people, to themselves and everybody else. And I believe some of them don't even know. They're just dumbed down as everybody else. Good programmed idiots. TV programming. Okay. I keep following back, but the Four Hidden Dynasties. If anybody's interested, please go look that up and see. Just do 4 things. Cradle to grave. Them 4 things affects every one of us, whether you want to believe it or not. If you stop and think, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a massive spider web. Okay. Peace to y'all, all of y'all. Thank you, Mr. Trump, dear President. I hope and pray somehow or another this could be constructed in a manner. If you do it, I'm not looking for no praise. I help somebody. I don't go stand on a street corner, raise my voice, pointing it out. That ain't Christianity in the first place. But peace to all of y'all. Love you. Hope everybody's having a great day. I got to get out here and plant some vegetables. My woman comes home and finds out that I just sit in the house all day and it's going to be 70 degrees. She might be a little hateful. But that's just a joke. She'll get over it. Love you.